What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. In this episode, we're going to focus in on the recent retirement of former NHL great and one of the best power forwards of recent time, Owen Nolan. Owen was the first overall pick in was it? 1990. Excuse me. Sorry, I should have it right in front of me. I ended up getting traded to San Jose, where he established a name for himself and helped put the Sharks on the map as a legitimate NHL franchise. He only actually, it's funny, he went with them to Colorado and only played 9 games in Denver before he got shipped to San Jose. But in San Jose, really established himself as a preeminent power forward that could score, fight, play physical, and really dominate every aspect of the game, and a guy that you really didn't want to mess with. My all-time favorite Owen Nolan moment, I think a lot of fans will agree with me on this, was in the All-Star game, coming in on Dominic Hasek for the hat trick, point in top corner, calling a shot and scoring. That's a thing legends are made of, and Owen Nolan was definitely one of those. Fun fact about Owen: he was born Northern Ireland and moved to Canada when he was 7 months old. Kind of a cool little tidbit. Got to win the gold medal with Canada in 2002. And brought some grit and toughness to a pretty solid lineup. That was a good mix of tough guys and tough gritty scorers and offensively amazing players. You had your Joe Stakic's and your Mario Lemieux. You also had your guys like Jerome McGinley that could play the body as well as put the puck in the net. Theo Fleury was he played hard every shift out there. Owen was great. Ryan Smith, guys like Michael Pekka, another one. That were really put a full 200-foot game. And he left San Jose in 2003, traded at the deadline to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Brad Boyce went return, former Bruin great, and was never really 100% with Toronto. Sat out the lockout and the subsequent season, and signed with Phoenix in 2006. Had 40 points, 76 games in the desert, and then left Arizona and signed with Calgary Flames. Had his first hat trick in 7 or 8 years with Calgary, and then ended up in Minnesota for 2 years. Had 25 goals in 59 games in 08-09. Really a renaissance year for Owen. And then in 2009-2010 had 33 points, 73 games. Played the last year in Zurich, Switzerland, and then this past year signed with the Vancouver Canucks on a tryout agreement. Didn't make Vancouver, and yesterday announced his retirement from the game of hockey. And is what it is. He was a great player. Announced his retirement with the San Jose Sharks. Hopefully they retire as number 11. I think he's warranted it. I think he's one of those guys that helped put them on the map as a perennial Stanley Cup contender. And he's a great player, and I think got flew under the radar. I think another fun fact: he's the last remaining Quebec Nordique. Adam Foote, Forsberg, Sakic, all those guys all retired. So it's really the end of an era. He hasn't played in the NHL. The last Quebec Nordique to play in the show was Foote, so figure that out. But it's really a guy you love to see play. A guy that brought the tenacity and stuff with the puck in the net. Career high 44 goals. Finished second in the league that year behind Pavel Bure in 2000. So Bore, by the way, had 59, so it was really it wasn't a close race, but all due respect. But we wish Owen Nolan nothing but the best in retirement, and I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I don't think his numbers quite add up. 422 career goals, 885 points, and 1,793 penalty minutes. They're not there, but I think he had a great career. Was a perennial All-Star, and a guy that he didn't like to play against. And his opponents knew that, and his teammates loved him. And he's got 2 bars in San Jose, and hopefully he makes a ton of money and has a great life after hockey. All the best, number 11. And that's it for this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the retirement of Owen Nolan. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season. Later, guys.